Okay guys, it is Thursday, sometime in July. I'm so mad. It is a sad, sad day on the farm. I am just livid. Now I'm extremely livid. Look at this. I planted late to avoid these little suckers. But look where they're at. On a squash blossom, I pulled 2 little bunches of eggs off and put them in the tick water jar. Oh, I'm just sick. Why can't we just grow food and not have to deal with all this junk? Oh my gosh, I planted late to avoid these suckers. They are the devil. And then look at this. I got this other junk going on. These little nasty looking white things. And then, yeah, there. On my pie pumpkins. Do they not know that I want my food? And then there was something else. Never had this junk before. I'll tell you what, it is just so hard just to grow food. Look at that, white flies. Ugh. Yeah, they're bugging my pumpkins. My pretty pie pumpkins. I was pulling these up today and I found them. And then there's ants all over because I guess they're symbiotic with each other. Look at this. I am really, really mad, but look how this vine just took off, and look, it's just doing its own thing. Is that not funny? Don't look at the weeds. I think that is poison ivy, and I just grabbed it. What the heck, Wendy? You know better than that. I was never allergic to it until this, what, 3 or 4 years ago? I got a real bad case of it just right after the tick bite. I guess this pumpkin wanted to come over here. Look at this thing. Is that not funny? It's just got a mind of its own. It just weaved through the fence, came over this way, went up here. Now it's down here. Now it's going back this way. I've never seen one do that. And I really don't want the squash bugs to wipe it out. I'll be getting a lot of pumpkins. Oh my goodness. It's just always something. So that I just planted like maybe 2 weeks ago spaghetti squash and zucchini squash. I wasn't counting on the squash bugs. I thought with everything else going on, maybe we could get a break from something. Well, guess that was wishful thinking. Look at those beautiful Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. I am so mad. I tell you, I just want a giant greenhouse full of good bugs and no issues. Is that just too much to ask? Oh, looky here, y'all. Honey drop cherry. This is a roughwood. Oh goodness, yes. So I get to save the seeds from these 2. So this kind of shows you how to save the pure seeds to keep everything from getting cross-pollination. So this variety will be pure. I am very excited about that. I went ahead and bagged a few more, and running low on my seeds, and then I really depleted my seeds in the spring by planting a lot more stuff than normal for everybody due to the pandemic. But look at the black cherries. Oh, those just look delicious. Of course, I can't save the seeds on these because I didn't have these bagged, but I'm gonna enjoy them. Gonna enjoy eating them. And I left my basket up at the house. I did harvest this morning some cherry tomatoes. Harvested a Hartman's yellow gooseberry and some of these other Texas wild cherries. So I had bagged another one and got to save the seeds from that one. And then, so there's bags so I can save the seeds. But this morning I came up here, it was pretty dark, nice and cool. I wanted to stay in the garden. I was supposed to go leave and go get some fencing, but our electric kept going off and on, so I had to stay here waiting on the electric company, which they haven't come, so which means tomorrow I'll have to wait again. There's always something. But I cleaned these up and got these staked up. They were looking pretty wild. They are drying out so fast. This is not how I want to garden, but this year I just had to roll with it. Gotta do what you can. And another thing I wanted to show y'all. Make sure there's no snakes. I do not want to deal with them. We have copperheads everywhere. Those, that looks like a bunch of weeds, and yes, there's milkweed, and that's for the monarch. We are in the flight pattern. I went ahead and left that one in there too. That'll give it added protection. So if a monarch lays the egg, then it's got some protection in here. And then the little caterpillar eats it. It's pretty cool stuff. I'm into the preservation of the monarchs. Anyway, I wanted to show you the squash bugs are hitting me, and I do not have time to deal with them. The only way to deal with them is to flip the leaves, get you a little pail of soapy water, take the bugs and the eggs into the soapy water, and that's the way I've always done it. I've never put any chemicals on my squash, so it's a little disheartening. Went ahead and left this milkweed right here. We're going to redo that bed, but look at my butterfly bush. It's doing so good. Those zinnias are poking along. So I threw in some other echinacea in there too, late in the season, as usual. There's just so much to do. And our internet and phone has just been an issue. I've been not getting a lot of calls, and text messages roll through late. People can't hardly get a hold of me. It's really getting on my nerves. But anyhow, y'all have a blessed day. Wanted to show that to you. And I thought I was going to get to avoid them squash bugs this year.